Next up is Ethan Bast against Fedor Gorst on the grand opening of Jim's Place. I don't know much about Ethan. He, I believe, is from the Kalamazoo area. I have no Fargo rate on him, so we'll just see how he plays. Here we go with Ethan's break. It's a pretty solid break. The balls are scattered very well, but there are 9 left on the table, so it'll be Fedor's shot. Fedor looking things over. He's in a difficult position here. He is going to try to cut back, bank the one ball, which he did. I believe he pocketed another ball in the lower right. That is a one pocket shot that comes up a lot in one pocket, but it's a very difficult shot to get into the pocket. In one pocket you can get it near your pocket and feel like a success, but in this game he got it in the pocket. Well, he moved the 2 ball up table. It's right in line for a shot by Ethan. He does have potential to get position. He's kind of reaching out quite a bit. I'd prefer to see him use the bridge and come in from behind the cue ball, but he does draw it out to the center of the table where he does have a reasonable cut shot on the 3. He should be able to get to the center of the table here. He just uses a rolling cue ball with little or no English, which causes him to have to shorten the shot to a point where he's got quite a long shot here at the side pocket, and if he's over exuberant it's going to come down table quite a ways, so I don't know what he's going to do. He hits it very softly. Now that's going to put him up against the rail with a very difficult cut shot on the 6. So he's having to hit just the top of the cue ball here. It's going to roll. But he can roll right out for the 7, which he does, but a little bit over exuberant, and into the pocket it goes. That's a calamity for Ethan Bast, as he's giving ball in hand to the best player in the world and the reigning 9-ball champion, Fedor Gorst. So Fedor shoots in the 7. He now has a shot at the 8. He's going to come off the end rail and come up for a bank shot on the 9. He banks it straight in right now. He must be in a hurry, or he has to go to the bathroom or something, because he's been doing mostly 2 and 3 railers. As Mark Lewis walks by and we're getting ready for the next game, we can see Rick Matsky sitting back there talking to Fedor. He is general manager of Seibert's Billiards, just 5 miles down the road here in Coldwater. They are sponsors, along with Viking Q and Triple 60, makers of white carbon. They are sponsors of Fedor Gorst, the world's best player and the world 9-ball champion. Ethan starts off with a shot that he's not going to be proud of, but we will re-rack. Our racker is Robin Hamlet. Robin is an avid pool player out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. She and I are working together on a video series, how to make it from an APA 3 to a 5 in 1 year, and that is our goal, and we're making rapid progress. If you would like to follow along and see what we're doing to move her along so quickly, go to Jim's Place Billiards at YouTube. Well, Ethan did a nice job of breaking up the rack, but I still see 9 balls on the table, so our champion comes to the table needing to make contact with the 1 ball first. There is a great bank shot by Fedor. He brings the cue ball down table for position on the 2, which is up in the upper left corner. He makes that back across to the center of the table for the 3 ball, which he will probably draw off the side rail and get up on the 4, which is in the center of the table, into the upper side pocket. Now he needs to go around the table, around that 7 ball, and come up table for the 5. He's probably going to have a bank shot here. He needs the bridge. Look at the form he exhibits with the bridge, and that's the way you should be using the bridge. Don't hold it as you normally would the stick and kind of poke at it, because you're using your whole upper arm and everything. He's only using his lower arm, and that simplifies the whole process. Fedor missed that shot, and now it's Ethan's shot. He has a shot at the 5 ball. He's going to try and cross it to the other side. And he hit it hard enough so that if he missed it, he might come back across to make it, but he was a little too short. Now Fedor has a little cut on the 5. I think he'll just be able to stun it over for the 6, which he does. Now he can use a little high right and come up table for the 7. Oh, he used a lot of right. Came off the rail. And now he has a shot at the 7, but perhaps difficult position on the 8. Let's see what he's going to do. He goes for either a side pocket or a bank on the 8. He banks it, and he too shot it hard enough so it could get another pocket in case it came up short. And that's something that's really important to do in 9 ball when the table's open like this where there's no place to hide. Give it 2 or 3 chances to go in a pocket. If you hit it short, it might come back across to the other pocket. Ethan cuts that into the side pocket very nicely, but he leaves himself with a difficult shot on the 9. That 9 looks like it's up against the rail or very close to it. Now, this shot can be made in this lower right corner, but it probably requires a little inside English, or maybe he's going across with some inside English to the upper left. Yes. Now Fedor is going to bank this somewhere, and he usually does a 2 or 3 rail bank. Although sometimes he'll do a single bank. It just depends on how fast we're moving along here. Well, there's a beautiful shot. That was a 5-railer. And that ends this game, or that ends this match, actually. It's 2-0 Fedor. We're in a race to 2, and that's the end. Nice work, Ethan. You had your chances, but our champion won in the end. Thanks for watching this production of Jim's Place Billiards and Bar, and you can catch us at YouTube at Jim's Place Billiards.